We're good. Welcome back, everybody, to the APP Legacy Open presented by Head Pickleball. Daniel Roditi here in the booth. We are on CC2 bringing you the live stream. Beautiful Mesa, Arizona. We're bringing you action from our Senior Pro Mixed Doubles Winner Bracket Final. We are on game two. We are on game two between Rick Whitskin, Beth Bellamy. They took the first game, and they are on the second game, taking on Mircea Morariu and Julie Johnson. So we're picking up the action here on game two. This is, once again, the winner bracket final. The winner of this match moves on to the gold medal match. We have, of course, the action on center court for our men's and women's pro doubles. But for the rest of this live stream here on CC2, we will be with our Senior Pro mixed doubles matches. Some great players here in Mesa, Arizona. We are excited for you to join us. We've got a great match going on here with Whitskin and Bellamy taking game one. And Morariu and Johnson ahead here on game two, hoping to push this to a third game, excuse me. We're coming right out of a timeout right now. Julie Johnson to serve. The score is 6-0-2. Great job by Bellamy going behind Morariu. And she's been doing that. She's really good with her forehand, going behind the male partner on the opposing team.
0-6-1.
Leading to this side out here. Great exchange. Missed volley there by Morariu. And Whitskin and Bellamy are on the board here in game two at 1-6-1. Bellamy using that high loopy serve. Lob just misses by Bellamy, going from the right corner of the kitchen to the opposing left corner on the baseline, which really is the, how about just misses long, really is, when you're attempting a lob, for the viewers out there, that is the highest percentage lob you can attempt when all four players are at the kitchen line, because you have the most court to work with. Wow, that ball was very, very close to that baseline. Bellamy and Whitskin do not make the call. Whitskin checking with our referee to see if he saw that return. Referee felt that it was just out. It was very, very close. I'm standing right here on that baseline, and it was still difficult to really see. Whitskin coming over, taking that middle ball and punching it down at the feet of Morariu. And now right back into this game too, 4-6-2. Again, Whitskin and Bellamy were down 0-6, but managed to come back. Bellamy so upset at missing that high forehand volley, missing the opportunity to narrow the gap to just 1 point. Instead, we have a side out at 6-4-1. Ball misses wide by Johnson, leading to a second serve here. 6-4-2 in game two. And we apologize to the viewers for a little bit of miscommunication. We thought we were done here on CC2, but we came back as soon as we could. We want to bring you the action here from our really great players here in our senior pro mixed doubles bracket. Still some great pickleball for you ahead. This is the winner bracket final. Mariah apologizing to Bellamy. Hit her with the overhead. He's just wants to make sure she knows he wasn't trying to hit her. Great sportsmanship here by all the players. Johnson just misses with that volley dink attempt.
5-6-2.
Whitskin just messes himself up with that spin serve and knew that he was in trouble. As soon as he tossed it, probably would have been better off to just let that ball drop and then have another attempt at the serve. Bellamy and Whitskin trying to stay in this point, working their way back up to the kitchen. Great job by them, but in the end, too much from Johnson and Morariu in putting that ball away. And we got the scoreboard back up on the screen. Appreciate our AV team here. Bellamy and Whitskin taking that first game at 11-4. We're in the second game. Again, the winner of this match goes on to our gold medal match. They will have to wait what happens to see what happens in the back draw in our senior mixed doubles bracket. We've got a timeout called. The score is 8-5-1 in favor of Johnson and Morariu. They're right back in this match, hoping to take this game 2, pushing this to a game 3, which they did earlier against Welsher and Scott Moore. Hoping to repeat that by taking the second and third game. Once again, we are here in beautiful Mesa, Arizona. A warm day. We're mid-80s. Not a lot of wind currently. We've had a little bit of wind, especially in the outer courts. But right now, the wind is not too bad. Great facility here at the Legacy Sports Park, in Mesa, Arizona. 40 dedicated, individually fenced pickleball courts, brand new. Still doing some construction here, but a great facility if you have an opportunity to come out to Arizona, to Phoenix area, and come out and play here at the Legacy Sports Park. Morariu missing that serve, just upset at himself. For our viewers, if you're a rec player, tournament player, just go for high and deep on that serve. We've got a point here for Johnson and Morariu. Now taking a 9-5 lead in this game 2. Johnson just misses with that volley. Forehand volley attempt leading to the side out.
5-9-1.
We've got 5-9-1. Great shot by Rick Whitskin there, going behind Johnson. She anticipated that maybe he was going to try to go middle. Instead, he goes behind her. And we are at 6-9-1. Two quick points here. 7-9-1, narrowing that gap. Only a 2-point deficit now here in game 2. Whitskin and Bellamy hoping to come back and take this game 2 to move on to the gold medal match. Great job by Julie Johnson putting that backhand volley at the feet of Rick Whitskin.
792. Yes, we'll recall. 792.
7-9-2 is the score. Bellamy missing with that backhand counter attack from the transition zone there. Leading to a side out. We got 9-7-1. Julie Johnson to serve. That ball misses long. We got 9-7-2.
972.
Ball by Morariu misses wide. We've got a side out. As you saw there, Whitskin and Bellamy choosing not to stack while they were returning. Doing a half stack is what you call when you're only stack on serving. We got a ball on the court here. We're going to have to replay that. Ball coming from court 2 from our women's pro consolation bracket match.
791.
7-9-1. That's a great shot there by Whitskin, putting the ball at that left hip of Johnson. She just couldn't quite even get a paddle on it. Ball goes by there and lands in. And we've got 8-9.
Second serve.
Bellamy missing with that forehand, upset at herself. Ball was kind of hanging a little bit. Maybe could have gone middle versus trying to go to that sideline. Great drop by Bellamy. There's a switch there by Whitskin and Bellamy, just not able to capitalize. And we've got a side out. Johnson and Morariu with an opportunity here to get a game point if they can get
981.
this point here on their serve. Johnson goes for a slice backhand that just hits the tape. And so now we've got a second serve. Only a 1-point lead here at 9-8-2.
Point.
Good job by Johnson going up the middle there at the Bellamy backhand. Wasn't quite ready for it. Misses, leading to a game point. So now we got a game point. They're looking and hoping to push this to a game 3. Let's see if they can capitalize on that opportunity.
Point.
Nice job by
Time is out.
Johnson and Morariu in pushing this game to a game 3. We saw them do this earlier in their match against Welsher and Moore. They've done it once again, taking game 2, pushing this to a game 3. They are hoping to repeat and taking games 2 and 3. But we are going to have a quick break, quick commercial break, and we will come back with game 3.
Ben Johns, and I'm here to tell you why the pros prefer the Franklin X40 pickleball. I really like the durability. It's pretty rare that I crack one of these. I really like the balance in the ball. I really love this ball because of the color. The visibility at any time during the day is always extremely easy to see. So I think it's not just for the players, it's also a great spectator ball.
Welcome back. APP Legacy Open presented by Head Pickleball. Daniel Roditi here in the booth on CC2 in beautiful Mesa, Arizona. Bringing you the action from this winner bracket final in our senior mixed doubles bracket between Mircea Morariu and Julie Johnson, taking on Beth Bellamy. On the far court, Beth Bellamy and Rick Whitskin wearing the white tops. Morariu and Johnson on the near court wearing the black tops. They took game 2 to force us into a game 3. Bellamy dink backhand volley just misses wide, trying to go for a little too much angle, maybe afraid of Morariu taking anything near the middle. So she forced, maybe pressed a little bit to that sideline, misses it wide. And now Morariu puts that ball in the net, and we are on a side out. The score is 0-1. Great job there by Morariu getting that let court. For the viewers, a let court is a ball that clips the net. It's a net court or let court, kind of a tennis term. We are at 0-2-2. Whitskin to serve to Johnson. Morariu maybe not expecting that ball to be so high. You know, sometimes because of the level of play, these guys are great players. You're not expecting that high of a ball on a ball like that, and it kind of catches you off guard. He misses it. And Whitskin and Bellamy are on the board here on game 3. Good job by Morariu taking that middle ball, attacking with his forehand, leading to a side out. Conversation there. Conversation there between Morariu and Bellamy. Bellamy trying to warn her partner on that high ball. Morariu felt that it was too close to him hitting the ball. Maybe feeling like it was a little bit of a hindrance, but these are all players with great sportsmanship. They just talked it out. It's all good.
Second serve.
We are at 3-1. 2. Second server here. Oh, great job by Johnson to reset that ball. Good exchange at the net. Oh yeah, high ball for Morariu. He's got a big forehand and his paddle weighs like 10 pounds. So anything coming off that paddle is going to have a lot of pop. Good job by Bellamy to get out of the way of that ball. She was looking for the Ernie. Instead, she gets out of the way. Ball sails wide, leading to the side out. The lob attempt by Bellamy sails long. She's got the wind at her back, and as I mentioned earlier in the live stream, really not the time to attempt a lob. You want to lob when the wind is against you, because you can hit the ball a little bit harder. The wind will hold it up, but she misses long with that attempt. Marario coming over to take that ball. 2 balls in a row. Comes way over. Hammers that ball right off the court, leading to the side out. Good job by Marario, being very aggressive with his forehand, taking 3 balls there in a row. Notice Johnson just getting out of the way, letting him take those balls. Very common in the mixed doubles play. Yeah, for the viewers out there, you see this a lot in the pro level, both in senior pro and the pro level of mixed doubles. Guys taking most of the court. The women are happy to let them have those shots.
Okay, here we go. 3, 4, 1. Come on. Point.
Okay, right back to the action here. We are at tied up, all tied up at 4 here in game 3. Whitskin just going from sideline to sideline, taking that ball, pumped up, getting that point. They've got a 5-4 lead here in game 3. And for the viewers out there, just want to let you know, after this match, we will have an amateur match on this court here, CC2. There will be no commentary, but you'll be able to watch the match if you choose to. Then we will come back with the bronze match for the senior mixed pro. We will then go to another amateur match, which will have no commentary, but you'll be able to watch it. And then we will come back after that for the senior gold medal match in the mixed doubles bracket here today. Right now, we have Bellamy and Whitskin taking the lead at 6-4. We are on the switch here at 6 in the game 3. We're switching sides. So it's a mini timeout here for the players. And Whitskin and Bellamy hoping to be able to close this out. But still anyone's match. Very close match still, 6-4. It's only a 2-point deficit for Marario and Johnson. They're hoping to overtake that lead and hoping to take game 3. We'll see what happens here in this senior match here in mixed doubles. We've got a 15-second warning here from our referee. Players are back on the court, ready to finish out this game 3, hoping to get to that gold medal match. Whitskin checking if he is the correct server on the correct side.
Time is in. 6-4-1.
6-4-1, still on the first serve. Good job by Bellamy handling those attacks. Countering back, now taking a 3-point lead at 7-4. And as I mentioned, still in that first serve. Whitskin trying to jump on that ball, not able to get it back. Still on second serve, Bellamy to serve now to Johnson.
7-4-2.
7-4-2 is the score. Great exchange here. Morario just misses. He felt like he had a little bit of a gap there up the line. Bellamy asked for a hydration break for the viewers there. It's not considered a timeout. They get just a very short, 15-second break to be able to just get some water. It is getting warm here in Mesa, Arizona. You are technically not allowed to talk to your partner during that, so that it's not considered a timeout. So it's just a time to really get some fluids in you and get back to the action. During that changeover at 6, Johnson and Morario were right here, really near our booth, discussing their plan. They call another timeout. They wanted to target the Bellamy backhand, feeling like her forehand is very, very strong. It's challenging to target the backhand, though, because of where she's standing and the risk of Whitskin coming over with his forehand and taking the ball that you are trying to hit to the Bellamy backhand. And so they want to target her backhand, yet they still want to keep it away from Whitskin, which makes it challenging. It gives you a very narrow gap, very narrow area to really put the ball in. They're trying to do that right now. They're trying to come back. They're down 9-4. Whitskin and Bellamy just 2 points away from getting to that gold medal match. Johnson and Morario hoping this timeout can switch the momentum a little bit. They were, of course, they won game 2, had a lead in game 3, but Bellamy and Whitskin were able to come back and retake the lead, and now they have a 9-4 lead here in game 3. Morario came way over to take that ball. Whitskin in a quick hands exchange there with Johnson, going Whitskin's way, leading to their first match point here, hoping to capitalize and move on to that gold medal match. 10-4-2. Oh, and Morario just misses that return long. So Whitskin, Morario move on to the gold medal match. Whitskin and Bellamy move on to the gold medal match. Morario and Johnson drop to the bronze medal match. As I mentioned earlier, coming up, we're going to have an amateur match live stream here on CC2. We will have no commentary, but immediately following that match, we will have a bronze medal match for our seniors. Right now, we will take a quick break, and we'll be back.
101. Second server. One zero two. Right out. 011. Second server. 012. Right out. 101. Second server. 102. Point.
Nice shot.
202. Right out. 021. Second server. 022.
Nice play.
122. Right out. 211. Second server. 212. Right out. 2. 121.
Out.
Point. 221. Second server. 222. 2-1.
Yes.
3-2-1. Point. 4-2-1. Second server. 4-2-2. Point. 5-2-2. Start out. 2-5-1.
Out.
Server.
You see it, ref?
Three, five, one.
Nice.
Second server. 3-5-2. Start out. 5-3-1. Second server. 5-3-2.
Out.
Point. 6-3-2.
Yeah. Challenge.
Too close to the ball. 6-1.
Bounce it. Yeah!
Second server. server. 8-5-2. Start out. 5-8-1. 6-8-1. 2nd server.
Thank you.
6-8-2. 1. 7-8-2. 1. Timeout called by the receiving team for 8-8-2. 1 man. Time in. 8-8-2. 9-8-2. 1. 10-8-2. 8-10-1. 2nd server. 8-10-2. 10-8-1. 1.
will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
You ready, La?
I'm ready, Ben.
Let's do this. Come on, La. What's going on, Lala?
I don't know what's happening today, Ben.
What is this?
It's my paddle.
This paddle is the answer.
A Ben Johns custom paddle by Franklin? For me?
Yeah, let's crush it.
Good game.
Good game.
Thank you, Ben Johns.
Way to go, Lala.
I'm so ready for next gen.
This is Next Gen Pickleball.
I'm so ready for the Next Gen Tour.
Super excited about Next Gen.
I can't wait for the APP Next Gen Tour.
I'm super excited for next gen.
The PT Pro team at pickleballtournaments.com have unparalleled experience running tournaments, including all professional tours and premier events. We provide professional services to develop, plan, and deliver tournaments that players and fans love. Pickleballtournaments.com, powering pickleball tournaments worldwide.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
The HD5 is the green of ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD5 features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
Welcome back to the Legacy Open presented by Head Pickleball. Daniel Roditi here in the booth on CC2 from beautiful Mesa, Arizona, bringing you the action for this seniors mixed doubles bronze medal match. I am excited to have some company here in the booth. We have Mr. Ryan Treffry joining me here in the booth, and I'll let him explain a little bit of who he is, what he does here at the Bellamy Park. So Ryan, great to have you with us. Tell us a little bit about this facility. Tell us a little bit about what you do here.
Thank you, Daniel. It's a pleasure to come on and join your team on this bronze medal match. I am the director of pickleball here at Bellamy Park, and we do a lot of pickleball here. We've got 41 courts, tournament almost every weekend. These courts are filled every day, so it's a lot of pickleball action.
Great, and you guys are open pretty early, right? You stay open pretty late, so for people who are in the area, they can come visit and play some pickleball. Is that right?
Yeah, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we are excited about this senior mixed doubles bronze medal match. This is a rematch from an earlier match. We've got Welsher and Moore on the near court, taking on Julie Johnson in the blacktop there on the far court, and Mircea Morariu. In the previous match they had, Moore and Welsher won the first game. Morariu and Johnson were able to fight back and take games 2 and 3. And now they are fighting for an opportunity to go to the gold medal match against Rick Whitskin and Beth Bellamy. We could see Rick Whitskin from here, kind of waiting, watching a little bit of this match to see what happens. And so we are excited to bring you this action. These are great, great pickleball players here in the senior tour. If you haven't had a chance to watch senior pro players play, this is very, very high quality pickleball. So you're in for a treat here joining us on CC2. So Ryan, for those who don't know Ryan, Ryan, tell us a little bit about how you got into pickleball. Maybe as soon as we get a little bit of a break here, maybe when you came to Arizona, how you got into pickleball. Maybe right now while we're getting this ball here.
Yeah, started about 5-6 years ago, introduced by my father, who was one of the ambassadors for USA Pickleball, and said, come on out and play this game. I thought it was a senior sport, and I'm an ex-tennis player, so I was a little apprehensive. But picked up the paddle and love it now.
Awesome. And you are relatively new to Arizona, is that right?
Yeah, moved here about 2.5 years ago. Took the job here at Bellamy Park about a year ago, a little less than a year ago.
Okay, awesome. I've had a chance to play against Ryan in some local Southern California tournaments, and great guy. So if you're in the area, you got to come visit here, his facility. They do a great job running the programs for all ages here at Bellbank Park. So we are at 2-1. So we are early in this match still. Johnson and Mararu just ahead 2-1. It's getting certainly a lot warmer here later in the day. These players have played several matches, and that will play a part for sure. Fatigue plays a part in these tournaments. But of course, these players have, they play tournaments all the time, so they're used to that. Still, though, it's really hard on the body. All tied up at 2 here.
Yeah, for us Arizonians, this is not too hot, so.
Right.
People coming in from California, it's a little bit of a culture shock, but just got to stay hydrated and find the shade.
I sound like a California whiner here talking about the heat, even though I'm not even playing.
Yeah, Daniel, we were supposed to play in this, I think.
We were, that's right. We were signed up, and I had to have knee surgery, so I was not able to. We have, I think we've signed up for several tournaments. We've never played one yet. We have not managed to make that happen, but we will at some point. Looking forward to that.
We haven't lost yet, so.
Yeah, exactly. Undefeated. So we're at 3-2 here. Oh, great defense there by Mararu. And we're still at 2-3 here. Slight lead by Moore. And Welsher, good shot there by Mararu, and excuse the delay a little bit. We're trying to stay in the shade and yet still be able to see the court. Sometimes it takes a minute here to see what's going on. Fortunately for the viewers, you can see the full court. You have a great view at it. Welsher going for that lob over the right shoulder of Johnson, but misses wide. 3-5 here in this first game.
Nice cross-court dink there.
Absolutely. Oh, nice job by Welsher going behind Mararu, as we've talked about earlier in this live stream. You will see that quite a bit, especially in mixed doubles, trying to go behind the guy, who's trying to maybe be more aggressive and come over the middle. So that's a great strategy to go behind the male there on his backhand side usually. Yeah, 3-6 here. I think I misspoke. I think I said that Welsher and Moore had the lead. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. It is Mararu and Johnson. Just ahead here, 6-3. Good job by Moore there, putting that ball away using the angle. Johnson missing with that serve, leading to the side out. See if Moore and Welsher can try to narrow this gap of 3 points.
A little wide.
Ball is called out. Moore asks the referee. She confirms it. Of course, as we've said before, it's really tough for the referee being on the same side as that ball. It's very difficult to see that sideline. Morario, great job anticipating that ball, jumping on that with his forehand, putting that ball away, and getting the side out.
So you talked about a little bit, Daniel, how they have the 2 forehands in the middle on the opposite side.
Right.
Morario and Johnson.
Yeah, that's obviously the preferred stack with a lefty and a righty. Ryan is very familiar with that, Ryan being a lefty himself.
There is that tendency to want to take that middle with that forehand.
Right.
For both players.
Yeah, sometimes you definitely need some good communication. So there's strengths, there's some positives and some potential challenges there when you have 2 forehands in the middle, because you need a little more communication. It's not as obvious as to who's going to take that ball. Maybe in mixed doubles a little less. Usually the females yielding to the males to take that ball, but that's not always the case. Certainly the females are great players themselves. They feel very comfortable. We see more there going for the Ernie. That's a great job by him, anticipating that ball, doing that Ernie with his backhand. Great job by Welsher going behind Morario there. He was kind of leaning into the middle, goes behind him. And I mentioned this earlier in the live stream here. Certainly the preferred stacking for a lefty-righty is the way we see it right now with Johnson and Morario. But Ryan, being a lefty, what, if anything, leads to you wanting to change that up instead of being on that right side that you're probably used to playing? What might lead to you switching with your partner and going to the left side, leaving your backhands in the middle?
Well, from what I've seen, I'm usually playing obviously on the right side, and my partner, needs to be comfortable on that left side. So a lot of times you have to switch it up if maybe they're not comfortable dinking down the line or they're in a bad matchup in front of them. So you definitely have to kind of play matchups and make sure you have that right player in front of the opponent.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, the idea of the matchups of what's working, what's not working, and even if it's not your preferred position, if it feels like an advantage against your opponents, you're going to obviously try to do that. Or if you're down by quite a bit, sometimes you make it switch just to make a switch, just to give them a different look. And so that sometimes may lead to that change. We got a very close match here. We got a timeout called, and just a 1-point difference here in this match. Welsher and Moore ahead, 8-7. Got a timeout called. And we have, for those of you who are wondering if the men and women's pro doubles is still continuing, that is continuing on center court. So we are on CC2 here on this live stream, bringing you the action from these senior pro players playing mixed doubles today. They will be playing women's and men's tomorrow, whereas our pro players are playing mixed doubles tomorrow. So it's kind of flipped with the senior bracket, and so we will see some mixed doubles action tomorrow, and the seniors pros will be playing men's and women's doubles, and they will be playing their singles matches on Sunday. Just long with that serve.
Good timeout.
Yeah, great timeout. We talk a lot about timeouts, using those as a strategy. Sometimes it's to stop the momentum. We've talked about using the idea of a kind of a more offensive timeout. Sometimes when you have match point and you just want a little bit of time to come up with a plan. Great job there by Moore coming over, using his length. He's got big, long strides. He can quickly get from the left side to the right side using his length to take that ball. Moraidu just hits the tape there with that forehand drive, leading to the timeout. Still 8-7 for Moore and Welsher. We are at 9-7-1. Moore and Welsher hoping to get a game point. Not able to on that one, but they'll have one more opportunity here.
Scott Moore just got jammed a little bit on that forehand.
Yeah, he got jammed. We talk a lot about that kind of right hip or paddle side, I should say, because you could be a lefty. Oh, we see a lob by Johnson. Great job. Well done. Maybe Welsher could have retreated just a little more. I think she was hoping that Moore would drop that in the kitchen. Of course, he tried to do that. Moraidu able to take it out of the air and attacking Welsher. A drop by Welsher, forcing Moraidu and Johnson to switch sides. Moore taking advantage of that, going after there and attacking the middle.
Well, Johnson got stuck on her left side, which she's not used to playing as much. So
right.
Maybe that caused that pop-up on the forehand.
Yeah, that's a great point. Obviously, Ryan, being a left-hander himself, knows you're so used to playing on that right side.
And I think we're getting to the point where a lot of players are, specialty players, where they're a right side player or a left side player. So when you find partners now, you're a little more specific on what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's a great point. Finding out if somebody has a preference on one side or the other. Great job by Johnson with her defense. Tries to lob more. Probably not the best idea. He's the tallest guy on the court. But she's certainly capable of doing that. But she's got to go a little bit closer to his left shoulder to play that a little more safe. But he's able to put that away. Good job by Johnson. Hitting that backhand low to Welsher. Still have a game point here opportunity. Hoping to close this out. Leaves it short there.
That might be in time for an offensive timeout before that last point.
Yeah. And we did see that from them in their previous match, I think against Moore and Welsher. We saw that from the other side, from Moraidu and Johnson. They were kind of stuck at 9 on several side outs. Finally, they called a timeout, and they were able to get that game point opportunity and then closing it out. So let's see if Moore and Welsher do the same thing. Moore just overreaching on that ball. Would have been better off maybe letting that ball go, allowing Welsher to take it. He kind of committed to it. And now just 1 point away from tying this up. Welsher trying to jam Johnson, which she did, but Johnson was able to get that ball back. Moore with the error into the net. And we are all tied up. We're at 10-10-2. A little bit of a miss hit there from Johnson. But great job by them to tie this game up. Of course, now forcing Moore and Welsher to now have to get 2 points in a row, right, to take this first game versus just the one.
Ooh. There it is. They'll have 2 chances to win this first game.
Right. We got a game point here, opportunity for Welsher and Moore. Ahead by 1. Oh, she goes for the lob, does a great job there. Oh, a little bit of confusion there between Johnson and Mariah. Johnson anticipated Mariah coming over. He eventually does and gets the put away forehand. That's probably one of the other things that I'm sure is a great job. A common thing probably for a lefty, right, Ryan, when you got the forehands in the middle, is just making sure you communicate clearly as to whose ball it is.
Yeah, you got to talk to your partner. You got to have a game plan going into the match. Let that alpha take over.
Johnson frustrated with herself, just feeling like Mariah had a great get getting the ball back in play, and she missed her shot. Good drop by Moore.
There it is. Got it right into Johnson's body again. Forced an error.
Okay, another game point opportunity here for Moore and Welsher. I was wondering if Moore and Welsher were going to call a timeout themselves, kind of an offensive timeout as we've been talking, but instead, Moraru and Johnson choose to call a timeout themselves. See if they can get back into this match. Hoping to tie it up here. Of course, they first need to defend this game point opportunity that Moore and Welsher have.
And what would you be telling your partner right now, Daniel, down game point?
Yeah, I think, you know, right now you're talking about, okay, who are we returning to? What is our game plan? What are we going to do on this? Yeah, because right now, obviously, the focus is getting the side out. That's really the only thing that when you're in their situation that you're focused on. Where are we returning? Where are we attacking? And see if their plan works out for them. That ball sails out. Good job by Moraru letting that ball go. They've defended the first game point opportunity here in this service turn, but they have one more here. Welsher to serve.
We'll miss it off the tip of the paddle.
Yeah, unfortunate miss there by Johnson off the tip of the paddle. And so game one goes to Moore and Welsher. We will be back after these commercials to bring you game two.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
Welcome back to the Legacy Open here, APP Legacy Open.
Golden ticket event.
Golden ticket event, part of the championship series. And we are here at this bronze medal match for our senior mixed doubles bracket today. Scott Moore and Welsher taking this first game. Morario and Johnson on the near court, hoping to push this to a third game as they did earlier in the tournament against this very team. So they're hoping to repeat that and push it to a third game and hopefully get into that gold medal match. Good ball there by Moore. Error there by Johnson on that forehand dink volley. Tied up at 1 here. Very, very close game in this first game. This could easily go 3 as it did before.
Could go either way.
Yeah, it could go either way. Certainly Welsher and Moore are hoping to not do that. They're hoping to close this out here in 2 and get into that gold medal match versus Bellamy and Whitskin, who are standing by watching this match very closely.
In the shade, so they probably want to close this out quicker.
Right.
Save a little energy. But they will be coming off a match, which sometimes helps. You got a little more flow and feel versus waiting in that gold.
Oh, that's a great shot by Welsher, recognizing that Johnson was too far back and using that drop shot with a great angle there. Scott Moore frustrated there with himself, trying to speed the ball up. Morario more than ready and was just able to block that and punch it back behind Moore for the side out. 1-3-1.
Good side out there.
That just leaves it short.
Johnson's made a few errors into the net, which we don't usually see from her.
Right.
Legs might be getting a little tired, or
yeah, definitely fatigue plays big part.
all right, there's a timeout. Defensive timeout from Mr. Moore, I think.
Yeah, was that a missed ball there by Welsher? I couldn't see the far line, but I think she missed that. And we are at 2-3-2, timeout called. Again, sometimes the timeouts are used for either fatigue, due to fatigue, or just strategy and trying to turn the momentum. But as we've said many times, saving your timeouts does you no good. You got to use them. You get 2 per game. Welsher practicing that backhand high volley there that she just missed. Kind of went for too much there on the angle. And it's something that I talked about earlier. Sometimes we get overly aggressive in trying to kind of paint the lines and going for those sidelines versus bringing in our margins, maybe a foot, foot and a half, not having to go for those sideline shots. Many times going at the feet is just as effective, if not more effective, certainly reducing the risk. Wow, that is good timeout right there. Missed serve. Leading to the side out. 3-2-1. We see Scott Moore using that backhand serve quite a bit. He's pretty used to using that. Certainly legal as long as you still make contact with it below the waist. He likes to use that serve quite a bit.
Yeah, asked Scott Moore once why he does that, and he basically said he's changing the look for his opponent, changing the spin, kind of mixing it up. So oftentimes you'll get a little bit different spin and different reaction on the paddle of your opponent. So
right,
it does work.
Great point. Moore going for that drop this time. Just not a good enough drop there. Johnson reads it well, gets up there quickly, and kind of jams him right back on that shoulder. We've seen Moore and Welsher go to that drop shot to the Johnson backhand several times now. And sometimes when you're playing, you recognize, you all of a sudden find something that works. You keep using it until it stops working.
Yeah, they're able to move Johnson and get her a little susceptible on that right side to the angle.
Right. Knowing that, of course, her being a lefty, that's going to be a tough ball to pick up with her backhand. Getting pulled off the court, not wide enough for an ATP, so it just makes it really challenging for her to try to reset that ball. Let's see if they continue to go to that shot. We're tied up at 3 here in game 2.
Another drop right there.
Yep. Another error into the net by Johnson. Knowing that Moore is very, very aggressive, so that puts a lot of pressure on the 4th shot. Knowing that, especially in mixed doubles, you feel like the male is being very aggressive off of his partner's drop, it can put a lot of pressure on their opponents to make a good dink there. Oh, good exchange. It goes the way of Welsher and Moore on that one. Have a small lead here. 1 point, 4-3. Good deep return by Morario, pushing Moore back. Leading to the side out. We are at 3-5. Johnson serving. Choosing to drive that ball at Welsher, but misses in the net.
Unforced error there on the backhand return.
Yeah, Trying to go back to Johnson. Moore missing long, began the attack, and it's being able to, that transition from attacking to all of a sudden now the ball is low, having to reset's really tough. He chose to still try to attack, sails it long. We got another timeout called here by Moore and Welcher. Morariu and Johnson taking the lead here in game 2. Again, they're hoping to repeat what they did last time against Moore and Welcher, hoping to take this game 2, pushing it to a game 3. Moore and Welcher return quickly to the court. Just trying to stop that momentum.
Mr. Moore giving her some advice right now. He's a seasoned veteran from one of the OGs, so if he doesn't know how to fix it, I don't think it's fixable.
Okay, we're back in 6-5-2. Using that drop once again.
If you notice, they have more on the right side now. So
right.
Trying to mix it up and break that momentum.
Yeah, switched up the matchup as we've been talking about. Sometimes you make that switch just to give them a different look, give yourself a different look. Sometimes in mixed doubles, you're looking for the matchup for the female, what seems to be working better. Wow, great job by Morariu there defending that overhead. We see here on the replay, Moore coming over. Morariu chooses not to back off. Instead, he gets a paddle on it, gets a hand clap there from Scott Moore.
Yeah.
Great hands.
Moore just broke the first rule of an overhead. Do not hit it directly at your opponent's paddle. You want to go at their feet, possibly, or away from them.
Right. Ball sails there. 7-5, and certainly Moore probably felt confident enough to put that ball away, but ball is called out. Referee not able to see it, sounds like. And again, for the viewers out there, the monitors, TV certainly makes the lines look a little wider, just wider, I mean. Ball goes out. So if you're watching on TV, sometimes balls that are called out may look to you that they were in, but on the screen, the white lines do look a little bit wider, so just keep that in mind. Morariu ready for that attack there by Welcher, is able to defend with his backhand right back up the middle.
He's just watching his partner dink with the other lady, so he's just looking to get a ball.
Yeah,
either
he's
punch
ready.
Or defend.
Yep.
Sometimes you can fall asleep watching dinking, but
yeah, exactly.
You want to be ready at all times.
Johnson defending a few of those attacks, but not able to get the last one. We see the replay there. Moore continuing to attack Johnson with his forehand and his backhand. Johnson trying to use that forehand all the way over her right foot, but not able to get that ball back in play. Great shot. Yeah, great shot by Johnson going behind Moore. Again, talked a lot about that in mixed doubles. You got to be willing to go behind the male partner, keep him honest. Or in women's and men's doubles, if there is one partner that is way more aggressive, being willing to dink or attack behind them is very, very important to keep them honest. We got 9-6. Looked like a good lob there by Johnson. She's been using that lob.
Effectively and ineffectively.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. This time she goes clearly over Welsher to keep it away from Moore. This time Moore goes for the lob, just way too short. Not able to get that over Johnson's forehand overhead there. Leads to the side out. Let's see if Johnson and Morariu can get an opportunity for a game point. Yeah, good job there by Moore attacking behind Morariu, leading to the pop-up there. We see the replay. That ball probably was going to be out anyway, but Welsher just wanting to make sure, since it was an easy ball to take, putting that ball away. All right, not able to get that opportunity for the game point. So we're still at 6-9 in this game 2. Nice deep return. Jamming Welsher a little bit there.
She was ready for that.
Yeah, Welsher very much ready for the Morariu attack. Goes behind him, blocking with her backhand. Great job.
Attacking her, you know, whenever he has a chance. So
yep,
looks like she was ready for that one.
She's ready. Anticipated it well. Blocked it behind him, rather than trying to get that ball to Johnson.
There's that lob again.
There's that lob.
She was ready.
Oh, get some help there from the net. And again, that's a great angle to use a lob from this right corner for the viewers there. That right corner on this kitchen side, on the near side, to the far left corner. Just missed there by Moore. Upset at himself. That's a ball he normally makes. Leading to the game point opportunity here for Johnson and Morariu. They are at 10-7.
They're checking their side and serve, making sure they're not going to get a fault.
Yep. Oh, we saw that earlier. Welsher misses wide with the return. Well, we have a game 3 once again. We will have a short commercial break. We will come back with game 3 in this senior mixed doubles match.
PT Pro Team at pickleballtournaments.com have unparalleled experience running tournaments, including all professional tours and premier events. We provide professional services to develop, plan, and deliver tournaments that players and fans love. Pickleballtournaments.com, powering pickleball tournaments worldwide.
Welcome back to the APP Legacy Open presented by Head Pickleball. Daniel Roditi here in the booth on CC2 on this live stream. We are here watching the bronze medal match in our mixed doubles senior pro. We are going into a game 3 once again. Very, very tight match here. On the near court, we've got Scott Moore and Welsher taking on Moraru and Johnson on the far court. We will be switching sides at 6. So we are beginning the action here on game 3. Last time they played in the semis, Johnson and Moraru were able to come back from a game down, taking games 2 and 3, hoping to do the same in this bronze medal match. Of course, Moore and Welsher would love to not give up that 1-game lead twice in a row to the same team here, hoping to get to that gold medal match versus
another quick
Rick
start
Whitskin.
from Moore and Welsher too.
Yeah.
Already. Looks like it's 3-0 again.
Goes looking for Moore to get very aggressive here in game 3. He tried to do that in their previous match. And working right now, it's 3-0. Good lob there by Moraru.
Moore yelled out no on that one, but his partner did not listen. I think his yelling might have caused that error, possibly.
Yeah, him thinking that ball's gonna miss long.
You gotta be very careful with communication.
Right.
Sometimes you'll scare your partner into a miss, which I've done many, many times.
Still 0-3 here. Johnson and Moraru hoping to get on the board. We see that drop again. Not the best drop. Johnson was able to get on it pretty quickly, but Moore was in a good spot. Still able to get that side out with an opportunity to serve at 3-0. Moraru going after Welsher. Apologizes for hitting her. Very common, pickleball. You're gonna get hit. It's part of the game.
You just have to apologize.
Yeah, good sportsmanship there by Moraru, apologizing. For the viewers out there, if you want to play pickleball but you don't want to get hit,
So
pick a different sport.
Wear your glasses.
That's right.
Turn around, I guess, quickly.
Maybe do table tennis. Less likely to get hit.
Less dangerous.
Less dangerous, yes. But I think for the viewers out there, if you're not used to tournament play and you play mainly rec, which is great, that is very common, and that's what you're going to see, especially in mixed doubles. The men will go after the women. They're not afraid to do so.
All part of the strategy.
It's all part of the strategy. The women know it. The tournament players, they know it. They know that the balls are going to come hard at them. It's just part of the game. It's part of the strategy. It's not poor sportsmanship. Obviously, all of these players, great competitors. They want to win. It's all fair in competition as long as they're using great sportsmanship.
Just like Daniel, one of the best sportsmen in the game.
Thank you. Good shot there by Moore. Well, the pickleball world, even though it's expanding quickly and growing so fast, it's still a relatively small community. And ball just misses with the Johnson inside out, forehand dink trying to go to the corner there on Welsher, misses wide. We will be switching sides at 6 in this game 3. Good job there by Welsher, continuing to kind of pin that ball on the low backhand side of Johnson. Leading to the switch here at 6-1. It's kind of a mini timeout here as we switch sides. Welsher and Moore off to a quick lead here of 6-1, but again, not overly difficult to overcome. It's just a matter of momentum here. If Johnson and Morariu are able to get this side out, be able to string together some points, they'll be right back in this. Of course, the confidence of knowing that they came back earlier, not only against this team, but previously as well against other teams, that does a lot. And knowing that nothing's out of reach, you're able to come back.
Just need to get that momentum back and the confidence.
Absolutely. I've been on the right side and the wrong side of big comebacks.
What is your biggest
many
comeback,
times.
Daniel? Most memorable.
I tend to remember the ones I give up.
There you go.
Rather than the ones that I do, and I have unfortunately too many.
There it is.
But those seem to stick a little more in my head. The ones that I've given up rather than the ones that I've made myself. All right, so we've got 6-1-2 here. Oh, that was a great little switch there for Morariu and Johnson. Getting that side out here, and they're at 1-6-1. Going behind Moore there, looking for the Ernie, misses with that lob. Probably would have been better if she did a little more of an inside out to that back corner rather than the middle. You have a little more court to work with, and of course you don't have to worry as much about Moore. She chose to go up the middle. Moore left it, went long.
Yeah,
The ball
she's trying
goes
to get it
long.
over a very tall opponent, so
Yep.
pushed it a little too high and deep, but got that next point. 2-6.
Morari just leaves that ball way too high there for Moore coming over.
And Moore just pushes the action, which you're seeing a lot more in pickleball, more aggressiveness, more tennis players coming in. You can see them just, using these paddles to maneuver the ball. So in the old days, it would be the defensive team usually coming out on top, but it's changing a little bit from what I've seen.
Absolutely. A lot more speed ups with the technology, the paddle technology changing. A lot more tennis players coming into the game. Not just tennis players, but high-level tennis players that played college tennis, even some professional tennis. They have certain skills that they're using to their advantage here in pickleball. Morira missing that high. A little bit of kind of an awkward position there with the high forehand sort of right in front of him. It was a little harder to control. Welsher and Moore with an 8-2 lead Yeah, see, they set it up so well. They're pushing the ball to the corner, forcing Mariah to try to cover in that middle, and then they went right behind him for the winner.
Just playing with more confidence now. They've got the lead, so.
Okay, we're right here on a timeout with Welsher and Moore ahead 9-2 in this game 3. And for the viewers out there, this is a bronze medal match. As we mentioned earlier, we of course have the gold medal match after this, but there will be kind of an extended break between this match and the gold medal match to allow these players to rest. Probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Just keep an eye on your screen. There won't be a match in between, so you just keep an eye. We'll be running ads, but if you can keep an eye on it, we will bring you back to the action of the gold medal probably about 10 to 15 minutes after this match concludes. As we've said, this is a long day for these players. They certainly need a break after this match, especially having gone to 3 games. But right now we are at 9-2. Welsher and Moore looking for an opportunity. There we go. They closed it out. That was, that was match point. They're on to the gold medal match. Johnson and Morariu taking bronze. So as I said, we're going to take a break. Keep an eye on your screen. We will be back in about 10 to 15 minutes with the gold medal match and our mixed senior pro bracket back after this.
The PT Pro Team at pickleballtournaments.com have unparalleled experience running tournaments, including all professional tours and premier events. We provide professional services to develop, plan, and deliver tournaments that players and fans love. Pickleballtournaments.com, powering pickleball tournaments worldwide.
I'm so ready for next gen.
This is Next Gen Pickleball.
I'm so ready for the Next Gen Tour.
Super excited about next gen.
I can't wait for the APC Next Gen Tour.
I'm super excited for next gen.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
New People Pickleball.
You ready, La?
I'm ready, Ben.
Let's do this. Come on, La. What's going on, Lala?
I don't know what's happening today, Ben.
What is this?
It's my paddle.
This paddle is the answer.
A Ben Johns custom paddle by Franklin? For me?
Yeah, let's crush it.
Good game.
Good game.
Thank you, Ben Johns.
Way to go, Lala.
PT Pro Team at pickleballtournaments.com have unparalleled experience running tournaments, including all professional tours and premier events. We provide professional services to develop, plan, and deliver tournaments that players and fans love. Pickleballtournaments.com, powering pickleball tournaments worldwide.
The HD5 is the green of ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD5 features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
Welcome back to the APP Legacy Open presented by Head Pickleball. Daniel Roditi here in the booth, joined by Ryan Trefry, Director of Pickleball here at Bellbank Park in Mesa, Arizona. We are bringing you our gold medal match for Senior Pro Mixed Doubles. On the near court, we have Moore and Welsher, who just got past the bronze medal match against Johnson and Morariu. They will be taking on Whitskin on the far court. Whitskin there with the white top with his partner Beth Bellamy. They're coming through the winners bracket. And we are beginning the action here for our gold medal match. Great to have Ryan Trefry joining me here for the last couple of matches.
Thank you for pronouncing my name right, Daniel. That's one of the firsts.
One of the first times I've done it?
Anyone's pronounced it right, actually.
Yeah, I've butchered it enough.
You are a skilled announcer and pickleball player.
Thank you. I have messed it up enough times that I should get it by now. But great to have Ryan here with us. Oh, that ball just stays on the tape. Should be a fun match. Every match here has been very, very close in the Senior Pro bracket.
over on one of our 4 metal courts. Metal court number 3. We're using it for the secondary feeds for this entire tournament. So we've got stands behind us. Got some viewing back in vendor row, as you can probably see on the camera. Mills
Scott Moore going for the ambitious Ernie. Just missed. I think there was a foot fault anyway. I think he might have stepped on the line before he jumped. For those of you wondering about the pro men's and women's doubles, that is on ESPN Plus. If you have ESPN Plus and you want to watch the men's and women's bronze medal matches, go to ESPN Plus. If you are with us here on YouTube or Facebook, great to have you joining us for this action here for our gold medal match. Yeah, good put away there by Moore, right down the middle.
We do have our number 1 and 2 seeds making it all the way here, so as expected, I think.
Yeah, no surprises there, but of course, you know, there was opportunity for other teams to come through, but proves the seeding's right, having their 1 and 2 here taking on each other for the gold medal, for the gold medal, excuse me. Bronze medal going to Mircea Morairu and Julie Johnson.
And now we have the more traditional righty-righty-righty matchup, so.
Yeah, we had a lot of lefty-righty here in previous matches, but now we got all righties.
So they'll probably keep the male partners on the left for most of the match. Maybe they might mix it up like Moore did in that last match.
Right.
When they were losing, so.
Ball stays in. Good lob there by Bellamy. Oh, misses that. Reset. And we talked about this earlier in our previous match, in the bronze medal match. Fatigue certainly plays a factor here in the gold medal match. It's been a long day. These players have played several matches. Weather has been not too hot, but, you know, in the 80s, still warm enough, especially when you are out there playing. There's a nervous energy. There's obviously the playing a tournament is different than playing rec play. And so that plays a factor, absolutely.
And 80s in the desert with the sun beating on you feels more like 95, so.
Yeah, good poach there by Whitskin.
Rick's being aggressive.
With the usual Whitskin grunt to go with it.
Very popular in tennis, which I know when I was in college I was grunting. Not quite as much as Mr. Whitskin, but.
Yeah, sometimes it sounds painful when he's more of a painful grunt, which I'm very familiar with myself. Whitskin takes one on the chin off his own paddle. Scores 1-5-1. Whitskin goes for that ball. A little too low for the attack. Upset at himself for trying that.
When you take that ball below the net, you got to be very careful, especially when you try to get aggressive.
Yeah, and he was kind of lunging at it for the viewers out there. I'll make a comment on that here after this point. Oh, Bellamy misses. Anytime you're stretched out, it's not the time to attack. If you are stretched out either forward or to the side, probably need to opt to reset that ball unless you feel like you have a clear lane to attack. Otherwise, you're better off resetting that ball, waiting for a better opportunity to attack. Oh, nice drive there by Welsher. Really low on the Whitskin forehand there. Kind of caught him by surprise. Maybe you're expecting her to drive it at Bellamy, but instead she chose to drive it at Whitskin, was successful.
Yeah, playing mixed. We talked about this earlier. The male needs to be ready because you're being avoided this entire match. So when you get that ball right at you, sometimes you can get him a little not ready.
Yeah, good effort there by Whitskin retrieving that lob, but just left it high there for Moore to put away to the open court.
Now Welsher and Moore on a little bit of a run. Tied it up pretty quickly.
Great lob there by Bellamy. Oh, Whitskin misses that forehand. And of course, because Whitskin and Bellamy are coming through the winner's bracket, it means that Moore and Welsher will need to win this 2 out of 3 match. If they win that, they will then go to a 15-point tie-break match to decide the gold medal winner. Timeout called by Whitskin and Bellamy here.
7-5.
So Moore and Welsher have a 7-5 lead here in game 1.
A few minutes ago it was, I think, 0-5 or 1-5. So
yeah, able to string some points together and get right back in the match. That's pickleball, right? Momentum changes. It's a game of runs, and because of the scoring type, the side out scoring, you can go on some great runs when you have the opportunity to serve. So you're never really out of the match. You can come back into it, of course, as we've seen here with Moore and Welsher, not just tying up the match, but now taking the lead at 7-5 here in game 1. So Ryan, what is your mindset when you're coming through the winner's bracket? Do you think about the fact that they have to beat you twice? Do you try to kind of leave that out? What is sort of your mindset when you come through the winner's bracket?
I think a lot of times you're playing the same team again, so you kind of want to stick to that same strategy, which may have worked that first time. And just you want to stay focused and have a game plan. And a lot of times you beat them easily earlier, so you really want to stay focused and, you know, keep that same game plan. And, you know, if it's not working, make quick adjustments.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen it so many times when team coming through the consolation bracket maybe is able to take that 2 out of 3 game. And if you're coming from the winner's bracket, you do not want to go to that game to 15, obviously. You want to end it on that 2 out of 3 game to 11. It is difficult, though, for footfall called on Moore. Not sure if it was, let's see. Where did you see? Oh, yeah, left foot. Yeah, right call. Left foot was on the line before he took off. Good defense by Bellamy. Great job there.
Moore very aggressive on that point. Put his partner a little bit out of position, I think.
Right. I think he was hoping to kind of put the ball away, was not able to, and then that's the thing. If you go for the poach and you're not able to put the ball away, it really does put you out of position. And so for the viewers out there, those of you who like to be kind of aggressive on that kitchen. If you are going to poach, you really want to try to make sure it's the right ball to do it on, so that you don't put your partner in a bad spot.
Commit early, and having a partner you played with before, you can get them to kind of move in the right position. The Newmans do that all the time with Riley moving around. Lindsay always seems to be on that right side. So
Yep.
Partner communication and just familiarity works.
Yep, absolutely. And the other thing is for the female partners in mixed doubles, always being ready, because the male partner is always looking to poach, or often looking to poach, and many times, good overhead by Moore. Many times you will see the male partner make a move looking for the poach and then realizing it's too far, and then they let it go. And so the female partner always needs to be ready in case the male partner lets it go after they're looking for that poach. Good defense by Whitskin. Oh, followed by some great offense right there. And they take game one here, making it even more difficult for Moore and Welsher. So game one is done. We will be back after this commercial break for game two in this gold medal match.
I'm Ben Johns, and I'm here to tell you why the pros prefer the Franklin X40 pickleball. I really like the durability. It's pretty rare that I crack one of these. I really like the balance in the ball. I really love this ball because of the color. The visibility at any time during the day is always extremely easy to see. So I think it's not just for the players, it's also a great spectator ball.
Welcome back. APP Legacy Open presented by Head Pickleball. Daniel Roditi here in the booth, joined by Ryan Treffry, Director of Pickleball here at Bell Bank Park in Mesa, Arizona, bringing you the action of our senior mixed pro doubles gold medal match. We are in game two. On the near court, we have Rick Whitskin and Beth Bellamy taking on Moore and Welsher in the far court. Whitskin and Bellamy taking game one in a close game. They are coming through the winner's bracket, so now Moore and Welsher will need to take the next 3 games in a row. Very difficult to do.
Been done before, though.
But it's been done before, absolutely. And you know, one of the key things for them is to not think about the fact that they have to win 3 games, of course, but just to focus on this one game, win this one, and then they can move on to the next, versus thinking about having to win 3 games, which can seem challenging to do, overwhelming to do 3 games in a row. Certainly, Scott Moore, very, very experienced, has done that many, many times, but still needs to focus on not just this game, but each point, obviously.
And Bellamy and Whitskin will have a normal tendency to kind of let up a little. They've got the lead. They only have to win one more game out of 3, but I always try to just focus and just do what you were doing to get to that point. So.
Yep, absolutely. Great point there for them. Not to get overconfident.
Whitskin might take a little more chances now, possibly, but he's got to trust his partner and do what they've been doing all day long, obviously.
Yep. Trust what has worked up to this point.
And Scott Moore on the other side might be thinking about doing the same thing where, hey, they're in a hole, maybe I need to do a little bit more. So they got to find that right balance to get back in this match.
Yes, finding the balance between needing to be more aggressive but yet not pressing. And by pressing I mean just being overly aggressive and going for shots that you normally wouldn't go for because you're trying to get back into this match. So there's finding that balance, but of course Moore, being a seasoned player, he knows what that balance is. See, great lob there by Bellamy. She is so tough on that forehand side throughout the day. Have seen her many times go right up the line, very confident with her forehand, not afraid to go behind the male partner, male opponent. And this time we see a great lob by her. Moore going for the drop. Well, just talked about her forehand, misses that one.
That one, I think she reached for it a little bit too much, so body was out of position. You got to take a little bit off that ball, I think, when you're in that situation.
Yeah, we talked about that, right? Not being overly aggressive when you are overextended.
Anytime you're running into a ball or stretching, your body's going to force that ball with a little more force.
Yep.
So you got to control it just a little bit more.
Yeah, for the viewers out there, think of having a strike zone that is kind of a semicircle there in front of you, and anything outside of that is going to be maybe not as attackable, so to kind of let the ball come into that strike zone.
There's that lob again. Got Scott Moore to back up.
Yeah, good lob.
Because he's leaning in, he's looking to be aggressive, so she's watching that, and nice defensive, offensive lob there. She was on her heels, but she was able to throw it up high enough to get Moore out of position. Another lob.
She goes for that lob. Now that was pretty ambitious with Welsher being sort of mid-court, right? She wasn't really up on that kitchen, but because she put it over that left shoulder, it was less risky.
Yeah, she's got to go to that two-hand backhand side.
Right.
Less reach.
Yep.
Doesn't need to get as high. And as you can see, Moore is playing that right side, so they're down 4-1, trying to mix it up, so they might go back to the normal stack here.
Yeah, we saw that earlier where they were going kind of a half stack, stacking only on their serve and choosing not to stack on the return. And sometimes the reason people do that when they're returning is it's difficult sometimes for the female or the male to get to that far corner right after they return, and so then they choose to just not even stack to avoid giving up too much court. Great shot by Bellamy. Two-handed backhand attack on that back left corner. We're on second serve here. 3-4-2. There's that forehand of Bellamy that we've talked about. Does a great job rolling that ball between Moore and Welsher. 4-3-1.
Very tight match. Looking at a possible turning point soon. See if you can get that lead and keep
Good job there by Bellamy. Being able to flick that wrist. Moore telling her great job.
Man, this is our 7th tournament this year, so we've been rocking here over at Bellbank Park. Always nice to have the APP Tour come in and run a great event.
Yeah, for the viewers out there, if you're in the Phoenix area, you need to come to Bellbank Park, check out this facility. Tons of courts, individually fenced, lots of programs. Come on by and check it out. Server fault. Incorrect. Server.
Hold on, we might have a
maybe not.
argument here.
Maybe not. Referees.
Referee error, possibly?
Okay. Maybe they were in the correct position. Great job here by the referees. Just being able to talk to each other here, making sure. So. Okay, 6-3-1, so they were correct. So they're just going to take. Okay, question by Moore. He thought they had 5 points rather than 6. But referees confirming. It is 6-3, so they were on the correct side, but they're just going to take that point over. 6-3-1.
You will see referee errors happen from time to time, and as a player, you just got to play through it.
Whitskin trying to cover the whole court.
Well, he's trying to cover about 40 feet there.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
6-3-2. Bellamy to serve. Yep, there's that. Bellamy forehand, aided a little bit by that net, but still a great attack to the Moore backhand. 7-3-2. Bellamy and Whitskin hoping to close this out in 2 games to get their 8th point here. Just 3 points away from the gold medal. Wondering if Moore and Welsher will call a timeout. Maybe if they lose this point, I anticipate they will call a timeout.
Good communication there.
Yeah, we saw an example of Sugar. We see the replay here. Whitskin committing early, and Welsher sees that, goes behind him to get the side out.
Yeah, Whitskin there, you know, 2 things he's doing. 1, he's trying to get in the face of his opponent with movement. Maybe they make an error, but 2, if he guesses right, might get an easy ball, but she was able to see him and hit that ball under pressure behind him. So.
Yep, absolutely. Whitskin makes a good shot there, low to the Moore backhand to get the second server. Another lob by Bellamy. Whitskin guessing right, but just misses. We see here the replay. We see the lob, not quite as good as the previous ones. Whitskin anticipates, just misses with that forehand volley. We are at 4-8-2. You hear Whitskin yelling, "Got it," being very loud there in communication with Bellamy to make sure she knows that he's coming over to take that ball. Bellamy going to that kind of high loopy serve that we've seen several times today. Good drop there by Whitskin. Moore goes for the drop. It's a good shot, short angle. Very smart, especially later in the tournament, right? As players are more fatigued, it's harder to get to those balls.
Keep those legs fresh. All right, 9-4.
So we're 9-4, 2 points away right here, trying to. I anticipate if they get this point. Nope, didn't get it. Thought they were going to see a timeout there, but 4-9-1. See Bellamy backing up. Whitskin staying aggressive right there in that middle. Doing a great job. Taking that ball with his forehand. 4-9-2. Nice deep serve by Moore. Oh, that was a tough ball. We've talked about kind of being overly stretched out there. Bellamy might have been better off to let that ball just get a little closer. Even if it's a little lower, it's still going to be easier if it's a little closer to you than stretching out that much. Yeah, good ball there by Whitskin, putting the ball away.
Unlucky off that net, which if you play pickleball, happens all the time.
Yep. The net giveth and the net taketh away.
Pretty sure everyone's about 50-50 in their life on that shot, so
yeah,
no complaining here.
Right. Yeah, Moore goes for the lob, just not good enough there, getting it over Bellamy's overhead there. She's able to put it away, leading to gold medal point here.
Championship point.
Championship point.
See what they do here.
Missed return by Welsher, unfortunate for them. Whitskin and Bellamy celebrate their gold medal. Great run by Moore and Welsher, getting the silver medal. Thank you all for joining us today. We will be back here tomorrow. We will have 2 live stream courts here at Bellbank Park, bringing you the action beginning at 10 a.m. local time, Pacific time. Thank you all for joining us. Daniel Roditi and Ryan Treffery signing off. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.